I just made this delicious and authentic chicken curry, and I did it for 2 pounds a portion with rice and salad. Let me show you how I make it. Okay, so as I said, I made this for less than 2 pounds a person. I'm gonna make it for 6 people here, so it'll be even less because I'm adding just a couple more chicken legs. I'm using chicken legs today because they're cheap, and you can get about 10 to 15 for just over about 2 pounds, and that's the bulk of the dish anyway. Now I'm assuming you do have your spices in. If you don't, no big deal. I mean, they're not all that expensive, and you'll only be using a little bit for this recipe. I'm gonna start this off by making really what is a Garam Masala. You don't have to do that. If you have some shop-bought Garam Masala in that you like, you could use that instead. This is gonna make about 3.5 tablespoons of Garam Masala. I just want this to be as good as it could possibly be for you, so it doesn't taste like cheap food. It might be cheap food, but it doesn't. We don't want it to taste it. We want it to be tasting very authentic. I'm just going to move those around, those spices around with my hands until it becomes fragrant and warm to the touch. As I said, we have all of our ingredients over here. I'll go through those while that's warming up. I got some curry leaves there, some chopped chilies, garlic and ginger paste. I also have some onions, which we're going to fry off and make it just really gives the curry a lot of depth. Some chili powder, mustard seeds, a little bit of lime juice, and some chopped tomatoes along with this, which is about 15 chicken legs. So that is feeling warm, starting to fill the room with its aroma, so I know it's ready. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend this now, and we'll come back when I'm done. And we're back, and I've got a little bit larger pan here for this curry. I've also ground that Garam Masala. Now, the thing about Garam Masala is why it's special is because you do that. You roast the spices and then you grind them, and it just really hits you in the face. It's very potent. So I'm going to use a lot of this in the curry. I'm also going to hold some back to sprinkle over the top at the end to just give it that little bit more oomph. So I'm going to add some oil to this pan now, 2 tablespoons. And to that, I've got about a teaspoon of black mustard seeds. This is a South Indian inspired curry. It doesn't have a name, it's just cheap. It's cheap to make, and it really is worth giving a try. We're all trying to cut back on our expenses these days, and this is gonna help you do it. You'll eat like a king, but you'll be not spending a lot of money to do it. So what we're waiting for here is we want these mustard seeds to start popping, and they are starting to pop now. As they do, they're going to burst that flavor right into the oil, and that's what we want. We just want that to burst open, go into the hot oil, and then I'm gonna add some curry leaves. Just add those now. They are optional, but I really recommend it in a South Indian curry that you do use curry leaves if that's called for. I'm just gonna let those season the oil as well. Just flavor that oil for about 30 seconds. And then I've got some onions, so a couple of chopped onions. These aren't roughly chopped, they're not finely chopped. Often I would finely chop these, but I just kind of just chopped them. And it doesn't make much difference anyway because they're going to be cooking in this oil for about 10 minutes. I want to really brown them so that they're almost fall apart tender. And that will give the curry more depth as well. You could get away with maybe just cooking them for about 5 minutes until they're soft and translucent. But giving it that little bit extra, I think, really makes the curry a lot better. So we'll come back when I've fried those, and I will show you. We'll carry on with the recipe. Okay, so these onions have been cooking now for about 10 minutes. If I were cooking a lamb curry or something I really wanted a lot of depth in, I would cook them even longer. But this is going to be fine for this recipe. I'm going to go ahead and add garlic and ginger paste. Let that cook into the onions for about 30 seconds. Then we're going to add some chili powder, about a tablespoon of Kashmiri chili powder, and this special Garam Masala blend. I'll add 2 to 3 tablespoons of that. That's just a mix of cumin, coriander, some fennel in there, some cinnamon, and some black peppercorns. Okay, now we're going to add some chopped tomatoes. Mix that all into the base masala. And as I don't want these spices to burn, I'm going to add just a drop of water. That's going to make a nice, thick masala. There we are. Chicken legs, I've sliced them like that. And I've also put a little bit of oil and some salt, about a teaspoon of salt, and about a half teaspoon of turmeric. And I'm just going to go ahead and start putting those in the pan. I really want them to be coated really well with all these ingredients. Just going to mix that all in there like that. Add a little bit more water. We really just want to coat them. Let them brown a little bit. So I'd recommend maybe cooking them on one side for about a minute and another side for another minute. And although chicken legs are quite inexpensive, they do have a lot of flavor. They're like the thigh. They've got a lot of flavor in there. So it really does become a very nice curry in the end. And the bones help flavor the broth as well. So I'm just going to put a little bit more water in there. And then I'm going to cover the pan. Let that just kind of steam and cook for about 5 minutes, then we'll come back. Okay, so the water is really cooking down here. I'm now going to add some really thick coconut milk. I mean, it is a South Indian inspired curry, so you gotta have some coconut milk in there. About 400 milliliters. There we are. I'm just gonna start spreading this into the sauce. You're gonna be able to cook this in about 30 minutes. It really doesn't take long. Once you get everything in the pan, it seems to cook quite quickly. Now I'm just going to bring this to a simmer. I'm going to let it sit there and simmer for another 5 minutes or so, just to flavor the sauce. And I say 30 minutes, that you could do it in about 30 minutes, but if you wanted to, you could let this simmer for a good hour or two, just on very, very low heat, and you'll get even more flavor out of it. So I'm not going to do that today. We'll let it sit there and simmer for about 5 minutes, then we'll come back and see what it looks like. And this has been simmering now for about 5 minutes. As you can see, the sauce is nice and thick. You can make that as thick as you like. I like a really thick sauce with this, but it would be perfect served just like this. I'll probably cook mine down a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and season it. I'm adding salt to taste to this. Give that a nice stir in. And then, if you like, you can add fresh chilies to it. You also fry the chilies with the onions, but I like a little bit of fresh heat. So I'm going to add that in there too. And then we've got this garam masala. So what we're doing now is I've seasoned it. In fact, I better try it before I start balancing it out. Perfect. So I'm gonna make it more perfect. Here's the garam masala, the fresh garam masala I just made. That went into the sauce, but it's also going over the top here. Then I'm gonna add some lime juice. Just look at that sauce, it's just glistening. It's gonna be so good. And you can really make this curry go a long way. Like I say, it cost me about 2 pounds per person. Throw some more chicken legs in there and a little bit more water and a little bit more coconut milk. And you really could serve quite a few people with this. And each time you do, you increase it. It generally seems to go down in price. So per person, I mean. There we are. Let me give this a try now. That's amazing. I love that. That's so nice. I really hope you liked this video. I hope you do give it a try. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification button. And we will see you next time.